Welcome back. With me now to talk about 100 Women Who Care, Thousand Islands. I'm talking with members who happen to be Mary Mansworth and Alyssa Sexton. So, ladies, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Dory.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Mary, tell us about 100 Women Who Care, Thousand Islands. Who are they?
I'm happy to do that because it's a real passion for me and for all our committee members. We're a group of women from all ages and walks of life who get together 4 times a year. 3 local charities are selected from nominated charities, voted on by the membership, and the successful charity is awarded at least $10,000 because we now have about 120 members and we've been above 10,000 every year since our second year.
Oh,
so about 10 years ago, 2 of us, Sue Steele and I, heard a group in Belleville talking about starting 100 women. We thought, oh, that's just a great idea. It sounds really easy, and it's been amazing.
It's so impactful when an organization receives $10,000.
Exactly.
You know,
I worked for some
so much.
small nonprofits, and I know getting $10,000 is like an injection of life.
It is
something you can't dream of.
Well, thank you for doing
it's
this.
100% of the money we raise goes to the charities, so we've no overheads. The Wedgwood very kindly donates a room to us 4 times a year with food.
That's great.
It's
That's
wonderful.
great. Yes, it is. So, Mary had mentioned that you meet 4 times a year.
That's right.
Okay. Does the committee communicate with their members to remind them that, oh, it's coming up? We're going to be having a meeting soon?
Absolutely. We
Good.
have a nice website and we have a mailing list. So all of our members are on that mailing list and they get a reminder. They get also the meeting dates a year in advance.
Awesome.
So
Yes, put it on your calendar.
there's no excuse to miss a meeting. But I also should mention that if you do have to miss a meeting, you often can vote from home or you can send your vote with a friend. We changed the format a little bit here and there, but
Yes.
we would love everyone in the community to join if they have a passion for giving like we do.
Well, you know, $100, you stop and think about it. I mean, we donate to other charities and whatnot, but when it all comes together collectively, it's that much more.
That's right.
I love it.
I love to meet people who want to make donations to charities locally, but they don't necessarily know about all of them.
Right.
So this is an opportunity to actually have one-on-one FaceTime with the charity. They provide a pitch at our meetings. You can ask questions. You're going to hear 3 pitches at the meeting, and at the end you vote for your favorite. So it's a really nice way to actually see that your donation is going to some real people and you can hear exactly what they're going to do with it. The winning charity then receives, as Mary said, over $10,000. And the next time we meet, we get that charity to come back and tell us what they did with their $10,000. So every 3 months you get this sort of feel good.
You do.
Good vibes. It's a nice meeting to go to and see how your charity has affected the group and the community at large. And it's all local. I don't know how much we need to mention that, but it all stays in our community.
In this area.
Yeah.
And that in itself is wonderful.
I certainly have found out about charities I didn't know existed,
Same.
which is wonderful.
Yes.
And I think that's been the case for a lot of our members. It's a great exposure for small charities.
Well, it is. It is indeed. You know, as you say, like there are so many organizations out there right now that do have their charitable status that I haven't heard about yet.
That's right. And it has this wonderful ripple effect, too, where we meet a charity at our meeting. They may or may not win the donation, but then you're aware of it. And sometimes they're taking donations of physical items. Sometimes they have an event coming up that you can then attend. And I know for me, it has allowed me to learn about all kinds of charitable organizations in the area that I can support.
So name some that you have recently donated to.
Well, one really fun one this fall was the TIS treasure chest. And
Yes.
one of the teachers started an initiative within TIS with her students to help support some students that were in need. And they created a hot lunch program, a special room that the students could come to for support if they need items, and donations from the community fill their pantry shelves.
Oh.
So when we donated, we were able to choose that donation. We provided over $11,000 for that group,
Right.
and they bought toiletries, supplies. They ran a few charitable events to collect items that the students may need.
Yes.
And that's been a fun one to watch. But I actually, when we did the check presentation, we were in the classroom and hearing from the students, and the students took us around and showed us.
It was inspirational. And
was.
I had not heard about that before.
Well, I hadn't heard about it, and I can't remember if it was you that told me about it
Yeah, I
or
think
if it was through communication through the newsletter. I don't remember. But yeah, I thought, wow, I didn't know about this.
Yeah, I think it was new to all of us.
Yes, it was.
And then they'll have a drive to collect formal wear for their dances.
Really?
And then our group, our 120 women are just, here, take it all.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
yes,
Yeah,
yes.
and they collected winter coats. One year
Yeah.
they just had a huge table in front of TIS. You could go and put something on it. And it's also inspirational to see the students who run it, who are organizing it,
Are responsible for it, yes.
and who are really inspired. And we were very really,
it's like a next generation of generous people.
yeah.
Give us one more, if you don't mind, who you've donated to in the last year or year before. Just any.
Who have we had here?
And as you say, the money does stay locally here. I'm trying to remember myself.
Sherwood Park
Sherwood
Manor was
Park
one.
Manor is a good one too. Yes,
But we have
yes,
some really interesting ones. The OSPCA
yes.
and the John Howard Society, the small
Of course.
small homes.
Yes. So I mean, it's helping people, regardless of their age, what they do, or whatever. It's helping. So how do members, because you become a member, when you become a member, that means that you are going to either attend the meetings or send in your check
Or send in your check.
or
yeah.
your e-transfer or whatever of $100 four times a year.
That's right.
All right. How do they submit name of an organization that they think would be pretty good to receive
Well,
funding?
once someone becomes a member and they're part of our communication list, so they're getting our emails,
Yes.
and they're listed as a contributing member. That
Right.
means if you're a member, that means you've committed to donating for the 4 times
Right.
over the year, the $400 altogether.
Yes.
And we have a board member, Lorraine, who sends out all our communications, and she will send out an email that says now nominations are open.
Okay.
So a week or two before the meeting, we send out this email to say, welcome to send a nomination. And people send in dozens of nominations
Yes.
of local charities.
Yes.
And only members are allowed to submit nominations. And on the deadline day, we pull 3 names from a hat. So those 3 that we choose get to present at the meeting.
Okay. So I'm thinking of TIS and the treasure
Treasure chest.
chest. So they've received funds very recently.
Yes, in the fall.
So
yeah.
now, would they qualify for next year if somebody wants to nominate them, or do you have to wait a couple of years?
2 years.
You have to wait 2 years before you can be nominated again.
Right.
Okay.
But we
All
have
right.
lots of charities over the 10 years, not lots, a few who have received twice. Very well-known charities in the
Yeah.
community.
Yes. Yes.
And we welcome the charities to return and be nominated again. And what what really speaks volumes is if they have a new project.
Yes,
If they have
yes.
a specific need.
Right.
And so we might hear regularly from the Big Brothers Big Sisters group.
Of
and,
course. Yes.
the food banks
Right.
come back regularly.
Yes.
But
Which
we-
is understandable.
We would love to hear of new charities because some months it's like the repeat.
Yes.
It's so exciting when we see a new charity because I didn't know about
We
this.
had a
one.
new
Nice.
one last week,
Very new
or
one.
last month, or
The
our
last
last
time you-
meeting. That
the-
was
yeah, the
wonderful.
last time you met, yes.
And it's called Queen Care.
Of course.
And if you
Yes.
know Queen Care,
Yes.
they support birthing women and people in their birthing journey, I suppose.
Yeah. No, they.
And our group really was so excited about that. Unfortunately, they didn't
They
get.
fell short in the votes just slightly.
Okay.
So that's one group in particular that will be rallying their member friends to nominate again, so that,
hopefully
by chance
theirs.
we'll get chosen
Yes.
from the hat, and we'll get to hear from them again, which would be fun.
When is your next meeting?
May 13th.
That's your birthday?
It's my birthday, yeah.
What's your wish?
I want all of my friends to come to that meeting and enjoy the great vibes that we share. And, well, they're also going to have to donate $100. So
A youth component would be just wonderful.
Okay. So you want to see younger members out?
Yes, we do.
yes,
Okay.
yeah.
We welcome everybody. And if you just come to the community, you can go on the website and find out how to join.
Yes.
And it's very simple, right?
Yeah, it's very simple,
yeah.
and it's not a huge commitment. Like you can get through this meeting in an hour and a half, with the beverage and snacks as well,
And meet other people.
and meet
Yes.
other people,
Like-minded people.
You got it. So that date is Tuesday, May the 13th.
That's right.
Happy birthday.
Thank you.
At the Wedgwood,
At the
That's
Wedgwood at 7 p.m.
7 p.m.
And
Okay.
we'll be out by 8:30 for sure.
Alrighty.
And we do invite people to come as early as 6:30 to
Yes.
start enjoying a
social.
drink. Yeah.
to talk about it and
That's
to,
right.
to learn more about it. Ladies, thank you for coming in, sitting
Thank
down
you.
with me.
Thank
This
you
was
for having us.
awesome. And I think I've been a member since the inception.
You have.
Yes.
10
yes.
years.
I love it.
Can you
I
come on the
absolutely love
13th?
it. I'll do my best. I won't
Because we're going
promise.
to recognize people who've been around. We're going to ask them to stand up.
No, maybe I won't come.
No,
No,
come,
maybe I won't.
Dory.
Do my best. I'll do my best. Thank you very much for coming in today. I
Our
really
pleasure.
appreciate it. Okay.